This Etsy shop has 4,441 sales with only 6 listings, and I know why. Let's dig into this. Hey, I am Pam Duthie, and this is my second in a series of digging into top sellers on Etsy and figuring out why they are top sellers and using them to dispel some of these myths, particularly in this case, that you need 100 listings to have a successful shop. This shop that I'm just about to show you very clearly does not have 100 listings and is very much a successful shop, and I know why, and I'm going to share with you today. I just want to point out, though, that these are not... We're not looking into this for you to copy these shops. You cannot just copy the big guys and do well, because they're the big guys for a reason, and they've built up experience and good quality scores and authority in what they're doing. So we can't just copy people. And I'm not having a go at any of these sellers. They're doing some things right. And the other thing, in my last video, we were talking about a shop with no tags. I am not telling you not to use tags. I am saying that there is many different pieces of the puzzle that can go into making a shop great. And sometimes we get too focused on one thing, or we think we have to do everything for everything to work, for things to work. But we can pick and you can be successful just with bits and pieces. But it is extra arsenal in our toolkit if we understand how to use tags and we understand how to use all of the things. So let us dive into this shop, figure out why, figure out what they're doing right, and what we can take from that. So here we are. Here is the shop with... This is BensWorx, and he has, as I said, 4,441 sales. I didn't want to refresh in case, because he sells that quickly. We're just not entirely sure. Another myth, actually, is you have to be in America. You certainly couldn't be a successful shop from somewhere like Australia. Incorrect. And I know this person is not drop shipping or whatever. They are shipping from Australia. They are hand making their items. So it's all possible, and they only have items in the shop 6. It's it's not even a variety of items. He has 6 items that are dragon's eggs. That is it. That is so cool. Glowing jellyfish. So yeah, very, very similar shop. If we look, are the keywords looking great? Doesn't even look amazing. New tree, starry night, dragon's egg, glowing jellyfish. So we'll dive into all of this. He has 4,000 sales, nearly 10,000 admirers, which is fantastic. You can see in his 6th listing, 7 people have it in their basket, but the rest of them not at all. We'll dig into that as well. And then looking at how his shop's set up, his reviews, he has 1,200 reviews. So it's about 1 in 4 for reviews, slightly more than 1 in 4, which is a good average. Yeah, customers are raving about it. I love it when customers give a really great image when they get their thing. So that was what his listing looked like, and it's a dragon egg with a light, so the customer's showing it glowing. That looks fantastic. So lots of really good reviews with photos. People are loving it. He's got a video here. I love to make things, and he's only been on Etsy since 2019, and that's all he's got with his shop policies. So there's not a whole lot going on here. So now, is he good because of his tags and titles? Is he good because of his social media? Let's find out. First of all, we can dig into his tags and titles, possibly. I can use eRank. This is the super spy tool, the analyzer link. This is a thing you can plug into your bookmark bar, totally safe, that takes you to eRank to analyze what you're looking at. So we hit this on his shop, and it takes us to the top sellers page for BensWorx. So at 4,000 sales, he's sold more than 98.5% of other sellers. doing fantastically. As we said, the shop is 3.2 years old and he's averaging about 4 sales a day, that's just dividing the number of sales by the age of his shop. So it's not saying that every day he's making 4 sales. That's just a numerical thing. And there's them 6 listings. Now, another thing we can do directly from here, you want to know about his SEO? Well, let's find out about his SEO. Tag analysis for his shop. This is just going over to his shop to see what tags he's using. So in his 6 listings, he's used 13 different tags. So he's using the same tags in all of his listings. This tag occurrence means in how many listings does this tag show up? Well, he's got 6 listings. So he just copies and pastes the same tags across. BensWorx is one of his tags. It is not a bad thing to use your shop name in some of your tags. I will talk about that in a different video. It's not a bad thing, although obviously there's not going to be a whole load of searches, especially if you're brand new, but as the brand awareness happens, it's one of my top search terms now is my shop name and my personal name. So it does happen over time. You build up brand awareness. It's also, I realize it's because I'm on YouTube, people are being nosy as well. We've got dragon and egg pendant and jewelry. These are irrelevant terms. I'm sure he's not getting found for them. Resin, he's making the dragon's egg in resin. Secret wood is, I know what that is. That sounds weird. I know what that is for a different reason, but that's not relevant for these. And then he's got a few gift ideas and the word galaxy. So yeah, he does no work on his tags. I'm sorry, Ben, but I'm just aware I can see that. But let's see if he is ranking for any of these terms. So if I copy his name and we go to the rank checker on eRank, another quick tool. Now you can enter the shop name. It's your own shop name by default, but we'll put his in and we will look for resin. You can see some of the I've already checked this, so this is not a surprise. I just wanted to check it and then come over here and decided to talk about it. So you put in the keyword that you want to search for, the shop name that you want eRank to search and see where they're ranking. So for the word resin, this big old shop can't rank for it, and there's coming up for 1 million listings on Etsy with the word resin in them. So I did wonder though, this is a big shop, he's selling well. Is he selling because he's getting found for the terms resin? And actually, when I would always say, if you're looking for a term, look at what is showing up when you search for that term. And I'm not really seeing a whole lot of like home decor on resin on the front page, which suggests people aren't, when they look for resin, they're not looking for the type of thing he's making. So let's do the other one. So we combine, he had dragon egg as a tag and he had resin as a tag. So let's combine them together. Is he showing up for resin dragon egg? Because remember, Etsy is looking across all your titles and tags. It can pull words out. If you had this all as one tag, you might rank slightly higher for it. But if customers are buying the things when they see them for this tag, then you could do really well for it. Now, this is much lower. There's only 336 listings on Etsy for resin dragon egg. And there's not loads of people searching. There is some, but this is a very, what we call a long tail keyword. This has a lot of buyer intent. If you, I bet already I know what the front page of this is going to look like. It's going to be full of resin dragon eggs. So if people search for it, they have an real idea what they're looking for. They're likely to be at the end of their buying journey. They're come on and they're saying, I want to buy a resin dragon egg, or at least they're very interested in looking at them. So BensWorx, with his absolutely fantastic shop, is only ranking on page 4 for this. There's only 336 listings. And he's not even halfway up there. So he is not making all of these sales through SEO, or he potentially isn't. There's a little thing here that I'm seeing very few views because today is the 26th. I'm not sure when I'll get this posted, hopefully today. Today is the 26th of April. All of these, so yeah, most of these listings were just posted today. Now, when I started looking at him a few days ago, he had 4 or 6 listings, so he's selling and replacing them super quick. So, yeah, he maybe just doesn't have the ranking power because these are just selling so quick. Eatsy's not getting a chance to actually, as we're seeing, there's only about 26 people searching for this in a day. It's possible that he's selling before anybody even sees his things in search. So Etsy doesn't get a chance to know what his items are all about. This is a very unusual case. But we can see these listings were just put up today. They've got a few views already, which is pretty cool. That listing was put up yesterday. It's got nearly 90 views. Now, this is going to shock you. The average listing on Etsy gets about 1 view per day. So that is very good. And then this one is from a couple of days ago, and it's got nearly 400 views. So he is driving traffic from somewhere. And I don't think it's from search. As I said, I'm not saying that search is a bad thing. Not at all am I saying aiming for search is a bad thing. I think about 1/4 of my views come from search. So if I just forgot about it, I would lose 1/4 of my views and 1/4 of my sales. And it's a good way to get new customers in. But he's clearly doing something right. So it's not search. So what is this guy doing? And well, let's think if he actually optimized for search a little bit more and he filled in his shop a bit better, to put in more policies and everything that. But if he optimized for search a bit more, he could have 5,000 sales or even more, but he's doing something right. But let's go back to his shop. He's definitely doing something right. And these are absolutely gorgeous. And I know if I come back, I know that these are not going to last in his shop long from what I've seen. Like the oldest listing here is not even a week old. So if I like any of these, I have to buy it. But I also know when I come back in 2 weeks' time, there's a reason to come back because there's going to be new and different things. But let's find out some more. So we already said he's got good reviews. He's made a listing video, which I absolutely love that. And we've got some of his social things. So let's go and have a look at his Facebook. So nearly 10,000 followers, which is pretty good for Facebook. And yeah, beautiful pictures. When was that put up? That was put up yesterday. For 10,000 followers, he's getting 85 likes and 8 comments. It's not a huge amount of engagement. So 141 with 7 comments. I'm going to say for the size of his Facebook shop, he's not getting a whole load. I'm skipping by something here. You'll see it in a minute. He's not getting a whole load of engagements. I have about 1,000 followers on my Facebook page, and I can get more comments on that and occasionally more likes and stuff. It's good, but he's 10 times bigger than me. I don't think Facebook's doing it right. So let's have a look on Instagram. Loading up the... Go away. I don't want to... Oh, what a pain. Right. So on Instagram, he has 31,000 followers. Let's go away. I don't want to sign in. We're just being nosy. Come on. So let's have a look. And again, couple of 72 hearts on a thing talking about his sale. So yeah, guys, even big people, even people with 31,000 followers, their followers aren't desperate for cutting prices. Don't worry about that so much. 251, so he's averaging about 200 likes, but 2, just a handful of comments. Even that one, 700 watches. Yeah, 700 playbacks. but only 2 comments. So this is not massive engagement either. There was something else on right. I want to have a look at some more of these. No. See more posts. I don't know how to use Instagram. I wanted to show something else that I saw when I was casually looking. Yes, here, this. Now he's got loads of stuff up, but here is something that he's very much doing right. Oh, just open it. Okay. I don't want to log in just now. I can't be bothered. But this is talking about a material. A material that he uses. I think this is silicon. It's from a company called Just Resin, but it's a silicon. And these are really expensive. And this, in his Instagram account, he's putting up posts with affiliate links. And this is something, if you have a big following, you can actually monetize. Well, you can firstly get stuff for free. If you are promoting people's items, if you are promoting stuff that you already use to your followers, and they go and buy it, you can get a bit of money from it, and you can get that stuff for free. So yeah, having a good social following can actually save you money or make you extra money where you're not even having to sell something. But anyway, his photographs are gorgeous. But it's not Instagram, really. He doesn't have the following on Instagram. Do you know what it is? Let's see if I can do this without him starting speaking. Go away.
So I was watching the Weber Cup this weekend.
Right. BensWorx, what he is doing right, and there's a very good reason why this is working so well. He has a YouTube channel, and that is what is driving the views. Let's just go onto the video page here, and you can see his videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views. So you're seeing what he's making. You can watch him make this thing, and then that has a link to his shop. I watched this woodcut turning 100,000 layers of fabric, and actually he makes the whole thing, and it's not a big plug for his shop. He's not selling this when he makes it. But what he says is, one random person who buys something for his shop will get that thing that he made the video about for free. So that's just a little throwaway, like, you know, a little comment that leads to his shop. But so he's doing projects every week or so. He's doing a wee project in resin that's getting hundreds of thousands of views, and this is all people who are interested in watching this. He does some crazy experiments with resin. You can see even questions that I always have, like resin, how does it last? If I'm spending money for something, what's it going to look like in 5 years' time? So he's doing all of that. Trying to make lots of different things, giving tutorials, but the thing is, a lot of people say they don't want to make tutorials. Right, anyway, we've looked at this is how he's doing it. Let's come back to me. Lots of people say they don't want to do like tutorials, they don't want to do YouTube. It doesn't have to be YouTube, a blog, anything else will do. They say they don't want to do this because you're teaching people how to do it and they won't want to then buy from you. But that is the totally opposite. There is a huge number of people that like just watching, or especially watching videos. Wood turning resin things into an egg is fantastical to watch. It's messy, it's crazy, but it's an art and everything. There's usually beautiful music behind it and stuff. Crafty people like to watch crafts, like to imagine that they're going to do crafts. You've got the links for the affiliate stuff if you want to go off and make it. So people will even buy the stuff and try and make it and then realize it's really difficult and just buy it from him. In fact, crafty people even buy from other crafty people. Even if I was making resin stuff, I probably couldn't make it as well or not like his thing, so I might go and buy one of his eggs. So he's drawing in a huge crowd of people. So this means that everything that he makes has the chance to earn so much more money. It has the chance. Firstly, you have an extra chance to rank in search. I totally should have checked there. Can we check now? Let's check. Does he have better SEO? Probably not. Okay, epoxy resin. Let's have a look at his channel as well. Is he doing some? It's linking to everything. Dragon's eggs, linking to his shop. Are his? I don't want to hit his homepage again. So there's not a massive amount of SEO there, but he's still. Let's see. Resin Dragon's Egg. He is the second in search for Resin Dragon's Egg. That is a personalized search. It might be because I've looked at his things, but he is definitely showing up for that. So yeah, he's got another one there, another one there. Okay, so that search term that we said he wasn't showing up on Etsy for, he is crushing it on YouTube. And YouTube is a search engine. YouTube shows up on the front page of Google when you're searching for things. So he's really kind of crushing it that way. So you can get seen for keyword terms that you might not get seen for otherwise. You can build up a real authority because 4,000 times he's made dragon's eggs and sold them. He could film all 4,000 of them, and he has 4,000 really compelling videos. He's not filmed them all, but you could do that. So you make money off of the video of you making the thing. You make money off of people then going and buying the thing that they've watched in the video, and you make money off of people clicking on the affiliate links to go and buy the supplies. So yeah, he is doing a genius idea for how to build up a really good shop by using a YouTube channel. And again, this is future proofing as well. If he lost his Etsy shop tomorrow, it wouldn't matter. He could just change his links on his YouTube channel and send them somewhere else. He's built up a following. So BensWorx is doing everything right to be able to drive traffic this way. He doesn't have to rely on SEO. If he did, he could get even more sales, but I think he's doing fine. He can't keep items in his shop. They're selling quicker than he can make them. So yeah, there is a top seller who is doing fantastically well, and that is why. You don't need 100 listings in your shop. You don't necessarily need to have perfect SEO. Lots of different things help, but here Ben's work is doing great. So consider these things. Okay, let me know what you think of all this in the comments down below. And if there's any shops that you've seen that you want me to dig into, you're wondering, how on earth do they make the sales that they make? Comment below and I'll maybe go and check them out. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.